Hello, 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 and welcome with Cooking with Camille. I'm your hostess with the mostest, and I'm Camille. And we're here today to bring a meal I haven't cooked in a while. I cook, but I ain't been cooking online. So we're going to do something special. We're going to make some soup today. It's a nice, cool day. We're going to make some soup. Y'all see all this product? I'm going to put all this in this darn soup, okay? And might add more. Okay, so I had to bring out the big old boy, the big pot. Y'all see the big old pot to make this soup. Because, I'll be taking some of it to work tomorrow. Okay, we won't need this. But you're going to need, I got some kidney beans here. I'm going to do some taco seasoning. I got some beef. And I got some hamburger. We're going to use these trio Italian pastas. And we're going to use this, I got some Reno tortellini pasta. I got some mixed vegetables. I got some stewed tomatoes. I got the diced tomato ones. I like those. I got some macaroni. I got some barley. I got some beef base. And we're going to use our garlic base. Better than bouillon garlic base. I got some red peppers. I got some white fluffy noodles. I got, just follow me. I don't know what I got. We're just going to figure it out, okay? And we're going to make some, let me think what I'm going to call it. We're going to make some pasta vegetable soup. Oh, I also got this, dill pasta too. So we're going to put all this pasta in there. Might find more. And we're going to get some meat going. I'm only going to use half of this. I'm not going to use all of it. And I'm going to put some steaks. We're going to cut up our meat. Oh, we're going to need an onion. And I got 3 cloves of garlic. And we're going to do 2 stalks of celery. Okay? Let me get everything cut up. So the meat is tenderized, but I'm going to beat the heck out of it again to get it done a little quicker on both sides. So it won't take so long. And then we're going to cube it up, and we're going to fry it and stir and do our hamburger too. Okay? Okay, I got a little olive oil heated up in here. We're going to add beat up steak, the eye-round steak, which it seems to be just a tad tough, so you beat it to death. And it's dead now, so just joking, y'all. Then we're going to season with whatever flavors you want. I'm going to use about a couple of sprinkles of garlic powder. I'm going to use a couple of sprinkles of onion powder. And I'm going to use some black pepper, a couple of sprinkles of black pepper. And then we're just going to stir fry that till it get better. I got the pot about a third full of water because when we start adding that stuff, it's going to make more. So I only got a third of water, trying to let it heat up. And then we're going to add our flavor to it. So just keep stir frying this, and then we're going to stir fry. I'm going to cut up an onion to stir fry with this. Okay, I add 1 onion. I got 2 stalks of celery. We're going to mix it with the beef. And I'm going to add 3 cloves of garlic. And we're just going to saute it till it's done. Okay, we're just going to keep sauteing. And once everything's sauteed, we're going to get our base and we're going to use a spoonful of our roasted garlic base, better than bouillon. Put it in to get the flavor that you want. Drop it in. And then when you get the flavor you want, then we'll start adding all our stuff. So you need to go, while we sauteing this, go get your pencil and paper There's no telling what I'm going to add to this stuff. And you'll have a pencil and paper, and well, you'll have to go back and rewrite it. So far, I'll tell you when you go get your pencil and paper, and then I'll tell you what we done so far. Okay, now I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of our Better Than Bouillon roasted garlic. I'm going to also add 1 teaspoon of beef flavor base. You really don't have to add both, but you can, and get the flavors that you want, okay? Now, we got a piece of beef, whatever beef you want. I got 2 stalks of celery, an onion, and 3 cloves of garlic. That's what we start with. And the seasons that you want to season it with. I have half a teaspoon of black pepper, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of onion powder, and I had a half a teaspoon of garlic herb, okay? And we're just still going to keep sauteing. It's almost done. And we'll add it to the water once we get our flavor. Okay, now that we got the water going, the flavors, we're going to add that beef and the onions to this. And then we're going to start cooking our hamburger. Remember, I'm not cooking that whole pack. I'm just going to cook half of it. And let that start cooking. And we're going to move it over once we get the hamburger done. Okay, now we're going to put our hamburger in there. And do the same thing. Season it with what you want. We're going to use, got a big 2-pounder. We're just going to use 1 pound. Save the other hamburger for another day. And just brown it real good. Season it with the seasonings that you want. And we'll go from there. Okay, after you get the hamburger cooked, we're going to drain it. And we're going to add something. Okay, I'm going to add 1 pack of seasoning mix into my hamburger to give it some good flavor. The hamburger, good flavor. And plus, it'll give good flavor to the soup. So we're going to add 1 pack of taco seasoning. You can either use taco seasoning or chili seasoning, whatever you had. I had that in the cupboard, so we're going to use that. Okay, now that we got the seasoning, the hamburger seasoning, we're going to add that to the pot. All those flavors. Then we're going to...
I have a bell.
Okay, y'all. Now we're going to add some basil. I say about a teaspoon of basil. This is the kind I'm using. You can use any kind of basil leaves you want. You could put a whole bay, and I'm going to put a bay leaf in here too. I say about, let's go a half a teaspoon of basil. I'm going to add some more garlic and herb to it. Okay, about a half a teaspoon. And then we're going to stir that up and let this come to a boil. Now that we did that, now we're going to add our frozen vegetables, mixed vegetables. I had a half a bag here and a half a bag there. So we're going to mix them all together and add them. Add the vegetables like that. Now while that's cooking, I'm making some banana pudding banana pudding cakes. I'm just doing something easy where just using banana pudding mix, Jello, and mix it with the cookies in little cups, just like this for the kid, granddaughter. Then I'm just going to take them and put some cookies just on top and put a lid on them and let them chill. And then we'll put whipped cream on them when we serve them. Just use up the rest of these cookies. You can also take them, you can crumble them up and make like a crumble banana pudding like this also. Okay? You can also crumble them up like that if you want, whatever your pleasure may be. Then I'm going to sprinkle some nutmeg on it. On all of them. And then we'll put them in the refrigerator. Okay, now I'm going to add just a half a jar of marinated pasta sauce. I'm going to add that. Oh, watch it because it'll splash. Just half of it. Then I'm going to add 1 can of stewed tomatoes. The diced tomatoes. It's got garlic base on oregano. So, you know, that'll give it a flavor. Make sure you clean the top of your cans because you don't know what walked on them in your house or in the store. So we're going to stir that up and continue to cook. Put the lid on and let it come to a boil. We're going to add our pastas last because, you know, it don't take long for them to cook. I got some rice and some beans that I had. We're going to put that in there. Beans and rice. I'm not going to put all of it, put some of it. And it's got kibasi in it, so there's some kibasi in there. Get rid of that. I ain't throwing nothing away. This is going to be some good soup. Rice. Matter of fact, I'm going to put it all in there. How about that? How about we just do that? Y'all know I'm special, so I'll add more stuff to it. Okay. So we got rice, kibasi, hamburger, and steak. Okay. I got some potatoes I'm going to add into it. You know what? It takes barley a little while. So we're going to go ahead and add some barley to it. Just, you don't want to do too much barley. We're going to do just a couple of shakes. Do one more shake. One more. Don't look like it's coming out. There you go. That's all the barley we're going to do. And we're going to put the lid on and let it cook for about 15 minutes. Okay, we're going to add this 1 can of kidney beans. We're going to try this. We're going to add this to it. Keep the juice because the juice make it thicker. We're just going to add that. And keep it stirring. Like we said, we're going to continue to let it cook. And then we'll add our pastas. We're going to stir it up to see what it looks like. I'm going to bring it to you so you can see. Starting to thicken up. Look at that. Now we're going to add our potatoes to it and our okra. So I'm going to put I cut up 2 potatoes because they're not that, they're quarters, right? So we're going to take 2 potatoes and cut it up and put in there. And you know, first I want to check my meat. See how tender it is. Okay, now we're going to throw our potatoes in. And we're going to put them in like this. I cut them in real small chunks like this. We're going to put them in. Let them cook. When they're almost done, then we'll add our pasta. Our barley is coming along. It's going to be really, really good. Okay? Okay, now we're going to turn it down a little lower because now we're going to put our pasta in there. So first we're going to put our okra. I got a half bag of okra left. I'm going to put that in there. Okra. Yeah, I'm only going to use this is a pound cup. We're only going to do a half a pound because we don't want to not even a half, about a quarter, because we don't want it to really get sticky and take up all our juice. So we're only going to do a quarter of each pasta. So a quarter, pour that in there. Do a quarter of macaroni. Quarter of macaroni. And then we're going to do a quarter of our mixed trio pasta. Quarter of that. And we're going to do just a little bit. We're going to do a quarter of the noodles. Quarter of the noodles. That's just regular egg noodles. And I did the trio pasta. And then I'm going to put I'm going to put all the tortellini in there because it's got cheese in it. We're going to put all the tortellini in there because it's only a 1 pack. And then we're just going to stir it up. And let it finish cooking. And then we'll be done. Okay, we're going to put that lid on there and turn it down low on number 2 with the electric stove. And let it cook low. And then taste it to see if you need anything. If you need any more pepper, if you need any more garlic, whatever you need, taste it. Okay, I'm going to add some parsley flakes to it. Parsley for some color. And you know what else I'm going to add? I'm going to add some crushed red peppers. Just a few. Shake it in there. I don't want to make it too hot. About 3 shakes. Stir that up. Then we're just going to put the lid on there and let it go. And that's it. That's our vegetable pasta. We got all that different pasta in there. And we're just going to let the pasta cook until it blows up. And then we're done. Okay, all our pasta's in. We're just going to cook it for about 5 minutes till the pasta's done. And we're done. Okay, let's put the lid on there and let it cook.